They remember this, even when you think they don't. Yeah, dogs actually remember the small things we do, the good ones, and the ones that hurt a little too. What most people don't realize is we do it without even knowing. We're not bad owners. We just don't always understand how they feel. So today, we're breaking down 10 everyday things that can quietly hurt your dog's feelings, and I'll show you what's really going on inside their mind when it happens. By the end, you'll see your dog in a completely new way. You'll understand them better, love them deeper, and stop doing the things that make them pull away. Number 1. Ignoring their attention. Sometimes your dog doesn't bark, whine, or jump. They just look at you, quietly waiting. Maybe they nudge your arm, lean their head on your leg, or give that quick eye contact that says, "Hey, I'm here." Most owners miss that moment because we're busy scrolling or lost in thought. But to your dog, that silence means something. Dogs actually rely on tiny signals to connect. Eye contact, body leaning, small touches. When those moments get ignored again and again, they start to pull back a little. It's not dramatic. They just stop asking. And that's how disconnection begins. If you see that soft look or gentle nudge, take a few seconds. Meet their eyes, say their name, touch their chest. It sounds small, but that's how you tell them, "You matter to me." For dogs, that's the language of love. Number 2. Yelling or scolding. Your dog doesn't understand why you're yelling. All they feel is that sudden burst of sound that hits like thunder. Maybe they chewed a shoe or had an accident, and your first reaction is to raise your voice. But to them, it's not about what they did. It's about you, the person they trust, suddenly sounding unsafe. Dogs don't connect the shout to the mistake the way we think. Their brain links your tone with fear, not learning. You'll often see it. The lowered ears, the tucked tail, the slow blink. That's not guilt. That's confusion and stress. The truth is, calm direction works better than volume. A soft "no," followed by showing them what you actually want, teaches far faster. When you stay gentle, they listen without fear. And the next time something goes wrong, remember, your voice doesn't just teach them, it shapes how safe they feel around you. Number 3. Harsh training tools. Things like shock collars, choke chains, or leash yanks might look like quick fixes, but they hit your dog on a level you don't see. Pain or fear-based tools don't just correct behavior, they change how your dog feels about you. They stop trying because they're scared to get it wrong. Science backs this up. Dogs trained with punishment-based tools show higher stress hormones, slower learning, and more anxious body language. They're not becoming obedient, they're becoming cautious. That tail that used to wag? It freezes. The eyes that looked up in excitement? They start avoiding contact. Training should build trust, not tension. Switch to reward-based methods. Treats, praise, play. When they connect good behavior with good feelings, they don't just follow commands, they start wanting to listen. That's the kind of loyalty that comes from love, not fear. And that's what every dog deserves. Number 4. Forced hugs. We hug because it feels loving to us. But to most dogs, being held tight means something completely different. When you wrap your arms around them, they don't feel affection, they feel trapped. You'll see it in the small signs. Stiff body, head turning away, whites of the eyes showing. That's not your dog being grumpy. That's them saying, "I'm not comfortable right now." Dogs show affection through closeness, not restraint. A gentle lean, a paw on your knee, or resting against your leg. That's their version of a hug. When you force physical contact, you take away their choice, and that tiny bit of trust gets chipped away. Instead, invite them. Sit down, open your arms, and let them come to you. If they lean in, they're choosing love. And when it's their choice, that's when it truly means something. Number 5. No daily routine. Dogs don't wear watches, but their bodies run on rhythm. When meals, walks, and play happen randomly, it doesn't feel free to them. It feels uncertain. Predictability gives dogs comfort. It's how they understand that their world is safe and stable. When every day feels different, they start to worry without knowing why. That's when you see pacing, whining, or that restless look even when nothing's wrong. It's not bad behavior. It's anxiety from not knowing what comes next. You don't need a strict schedule, just a simple rhythm. Feed them around the same times, keep walks roughly consistent, and add small rituals like saying, "Let's go out," before walks. Those cues become emotional anchors. When a dog knows what to expect, they relax. Their body rests, their mind calms, and they start to feel that quiet trust again. The one that says, "I'm safe here." Number 6. Rushing their walks. For you, a walk might just be exercise. For your dog, it's their window to the world. Every blade of grass, every smell, every sound, it's how they read their neighborhood. When we tug the leash, hurry them along, or get frustrated because they stop to sniff, it's like cutting off their way of understanding life. Sniffing is a dog's version of scrolling through social media. It keeps their mind active, helps them process stress, and actually makes them happier. Studies show that dogs allowed to sniff freely are more relaxed and confident afterward. So next time you walk, slow down a little. Let them choose the pace, even if it means stopping every few steps. You'll notice how their body softens, their tail relaxes, and that leash tension disappears. To them, that walk isn't just movement. It's connection, freedom, and trust rolled into one. Number 7. Leaving them alone. Most dogs don't understand, "I'll be back soon." They just know you're gone. And that silence can feel endless. When they scratch at the door, pace, or whine, it's not defiance. It's panic. Dogs are social animals built to stay close to their pack. And when their person disappears, their brain releases stress hormones just like separation anxiety in people. Over time, that stress can make them more clingy or even withdrawn. They start dreading your keys jingling or shoes being tied. Small sounds that predict loneliness. The best fix? Teach them that being alone is safe. Start with short departures. Pair it with something good. A stuffed toy, a calming scent, soft music. And when you return, keep it calm. No big entrance, no huge exit. Slowly, they'll learn that you always come back. For a dog, that's not just training. That's reassurance they can feel deep down. Number 8. No real praise. Your dog lives for your approval. Not just the treats, but the tone in your voice, the look on your face. When you go days without real praise, it's like speaking to someone you love but never smiling at them. They start to do things right and hear nothing. And slowly that spark of confidence begins to fade. Research even shows that a dog's brain lights up the same way for verbal praise as it does for food. They don't just want rewards. They want to know they've made you happy. That tail wag after you say, "Good job," isn't random. It's a relief. So don't save your affection for big moments. Celebrate the small ones too. When they wait patiently, greet politely, or listen the first time. The more you let them know they're doing well, the more they'll keep trying. Praise doesn't just train a dog, it shapes how loved they feel. Number 9. Rough play. Some people play rough because they think it shows love. Wrestling, grabbing, teasing, or pretending to fight. But dogs don't always see it that way. Quick hands, loud laughs, and sudden moves can feel like chaos to them, not fun. You'll notice it if you look closely. The stiff tail, the head turning away, the half-open mouth that's not quite a smile. That's your dog saying, "This is too much." Play is supposed to build connection, not confusion. When it gets too rough, their trust takes a hit. They start flinching when you reach out or pulling away when you lean in. Keep it gentle and predictable. Toss a toy. Chase softly. Let them set the pace. Watch for loose bodies and happy eyes. That's real joy. When play feels safe, your dog opens up more. Because in their world, love isn't loud. It's calm, kind, and consistent. Number 10. Loud home. Noises. Dogs live in a world that's much louder to them than it is to us. The blender, vacuum, hairdryer, even the TV volume. All of it can sound overwhelming. You might not notice it, but their ears pick up frequencies and intensity that make ordinary sounds feel like explosions. Some dogs shake, hide, or quietly leave the room. Others just freeze and wait for it to stop. It's not weakness, it's sensitivity. Their survival instincts tell them noise could mean danger. When those sounds happen often with no safe place to retreat, they start living on edge. You can fix it easily. Give them a quiet corner or a cozy crate away from the noise. Play soft music, use calm scents, and let them choose where to relax. Little things like that tell your dog, "You're safe here." And for them, that safety means everything. They don't need you to be perfect. They just need you to notice them, to slow down, and to care in the small moments that matter. That's how trust grows. That's how love lasts. If you love understanding what your dog really feels, hit subscribe to the Pet Brain and give your dog an extra hug, the kind they actually enjoy.